Hey there, I'm C4H. Welcome back to Season 1, Part 7, I think, of Nostalgia Plays. We're at the end of the Deku Tree, weird noises in our ears. Let's look up at this light. I think. Okay, yeah, that is what starts that. You have to look at it to start the fight. Parasitic Armored Arachnid! Goma! 10 HP, I believe. Let's see how much damage she does. Half a heart! The little gold Skulltula guy does more damage. Okay, we did 4 damage. I could just, like, kill her in 3 hits with the Deku Tree thing, but I'm curious, like, how does this fight even work? Because this goes into another story I have. When I was a kid... Okay, she's gonna lay eggs. Oh, hello. Other way. Too late. Kill her little dickheads. When I was a kid and I was in preschool, I would always pretend to be Goma. Like, this thing was so cool to me. When I was a kid, I would always pretend to be Goma. Okay, 6, 8, one more. Nope. Not yet. But, like, I always pretend to be Goma. This thing was so scary. This thing was so cool. I'd climb on the ceiling, lay eggs. It was, like, in the manual I had. Wait, that actually hit? What the fuck? Okay, it's dead. Wait, I hurt myself at the end. Oh, that's funny. But I'd always pretend to be Goma. Everyone else is like, or the adults were like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Everyone's like, I want to be a fireman. I want to be an astronaut. And I'm just like, walking around like a crab with like my shirt weird. And I'm like, I want to be a poison or parasitic arachnid. Goma! And story number 2. I was too scared to actually fight her myself. I was just looked at her and then like ran. I was like, Dad, kill it for me, please. I can't do it. It's too scary. I always let my dad fight him for me, even though it takes 10 hit or fucking 10 HP. Does half a heart. There's even hearts in this room. You can cut some grass, I think. Alright, first boss. That was a heart container. You get one from each boss. Gives you an extra heart of hit points. Each heart is 4 hits, usually. In most games, but in this game, most things do half a heart, so it's like 2 hits. Well done, Limp. Thank you, thank you. It was very difficult. What is that sound? What the fuck? This cord is like tangled, I guess. Fucking cords! I'm so done with this shit. Fucking cords in my asshole! Why? What is this nonsense? Go over there. Thank you. Thou hast rarely demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. More Leonardo DiCaprio. And flying sky leeches! Would you, whilst thou listen? Sure. Nothing better to do. Looks like you're ready for work, but you know, take your time. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreaded curse upon me. What happens if I don't hit A? It just zooms into his mouth. I will see you through the smoke and flames on the front lines of war. Yeah. It's the guy we saw at the beginning of the game. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Nice. He's trying to find the power of the gods, basically. Before time became before spirits and life existed. Yeah, spirits are very important to Japanese people. 3 golden goddesses depend upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Which makes me think those sky leeches are like forest spirits or something. Or that's what they're meant to be. Din, the goddess of power. Or maybe like fireflies? Nairu, the goddess of wisdom. Like the trail they're leaving isn't like actually like a long leech, but like a trail of light. Fora, the goddess of courage. They look like fucking Emmys, dude. Looks really cool. Something about the textures, even though a lot of people think they look shitty, Din, with her strong flaming arm, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Even though people think the textures look shitty, I think they make stuff look more real, honestly. Like, all the textures are weirdly realistic. Poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. It's like a Game Maker game from somebody who's like making their first game, but this is like the first 3D game. They have the same mood. It's like the same mood, same energy. 4, with her rich soul, produced all life forms that would uphold the law. So those are supposed to be some form of life, obviously. I'm thinking like bugs. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Basis of our world's providence. What does that even mean? Isn't a providence like a place in Canada? Or Twilight Princess? Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. I almost thought there was like 4 dots in that ellipse. Like, all of them were like that. What else in my life is a lie? Thou must never suffer that man with the evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me, sapped my power, and made all of Link to the Past happen. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. I like that they cover death. Like, very few games and media cover death. Like, what games do? Like, big games, like, very popular games. Like, this game, Final Fantasy VII, I've never played that game also. Play that eventually. There will be surely a princess of destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. The fuck is this? Well, I'm gonna start a list of games that I should play. Like, Final Fantasy VII. No pet stuff. Games I need to play. .txt. We'll add to that as the life continues on. You got Kokori's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon the limp. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Limp, period. To carry out my will. The period! I knew the period would be awesome. The second I put it there. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. I don't think the Great Deku Tree is that good of a character, but I like that moment. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Here's how you save, I guess. B button on the pause screen. Alright, bye for real.